La la la. Where is? As we got our people just trickling in, Wagwan, beautiful people. We got here. We got one person here. Come on in. Just gonna wait for everybody else to chime in. Right now, I'm just doing my little thing in the kitchen. I'm here, guys, in the kitchen. I'm going solo today. Lo's resting. She worked last night, as she's planning to go back to work tonight again. As duty call, she has to be on duty tonight, so I'll be preparing a little something, something. I'm just sitting home, and I was watching a live earlier, and just got a little bit of motivation from someone who just merely mentioned that they're going to be making spaghetti with bison. Now, I've never had spaghetti with bison. I don't know if you guys have. I've heard of bison. I believe I might have eaten bison once, way back, quite some number of years ago. But it is quite. I do remember though that it is quite a lean meat. You know, not a whole lot of fat in them bison. Them bison got a lot of meat, a lot of lean things going on with them. So, in saying so, I decided that, I'm going to make a pasta dish. But here's how I'm going to make this pasta dish. It's going to be very, very interesting because I'm going to go to my cupboard, and whatever it is I find in my cupboard, that's what I'm going to do. So I happened to reach into the cupboard, and I came up with a can of clams. I came up with a can of clams, and I thought, my goodness, I could make some linguini vongole. I have not made that dish in quite some time. As a matter of fact, I do recall buying this can of clams, because you know how you can keep cans in your cupboard forever and ever. I remember buying this can quite some time ago. It's still sitting in my cupboard, and I'm about to utilize it today. Hi, Mama. Hi, Grandpa. How are you? Grandpa's on the live. So I'm going to be doing linguini vongole today. So before I get started, one of the first things I want to do is I want to get my pot for my pasta. I just got a little hot water in here. Just going to put this on. And I'm going to put this on the front burner. And the reason I'm going to put it on the front burner is just so you can get more visual. Eventually, I'm going to slip it on to the back and try to use this side of the burner so you guys can, probably as well as this side, maybe. Maybe I'll just use this side as well. Just so you guys can get to see everything that's going on, see all the processes that we go through to make this linguine vongole. But I'm going to start off, turn my burner on. And as always, whenever you cook pasta, must always put some salt in the water. That's very important. I'm just going to put a little salt in the water. And what that's going to do is, again, you want to, when you're cooking, no matter what it is, you have to build flavor. You got to stack flavors on top of flavors on top of flavors. And that's what, that's why I just turned on the wrong burner. That's what triggers the whole flavor profile and flavor building process. All right. So I want to get some water in there. As well as you go along, what I want to do is I want to put a little bit of oil in there. And what the oil is going to do is it's going to bring down a lot of the excess starch that's being released from the pasta and will prevent it from boiling or frothing over. All right, it's a helpful thing. There are a lot of people out there that says, you know what, I don't want to put oil in my pasta when I cook it, for the simple fact that the oil itself is going to coat the pasta and it won't allow the sauce to kind of cling to it. And what they want to do is have that excess starch so that the sauce will grab onto it. I much rather just to put a little oil in there, deal with the cling on sauce to the pasta, as I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. All right. What I want to do from here on in is I just want to give that a little cover, and I'm going to be starting the process. Let's grab my cutting board here. And funny enough, one of the questions Lo asked me the other day, she asked me a question, what kind of knife are you using? And I responded to her, chef's knife. I should have responded to her that I was using my brand new Henkel. I just bought a set of Henkel offline, and they're absolutely phenomenal. All right, you got the branding on the other side. It's a Henkel. It's a beautiful set of knives. This is a chef knife of the version. And what I'm going to do is, and the next thing, before we go even further, once you lay down a cutting board to cut, it's very important that that cutting board remains stable and it doesn't move around as you cut, because if it moves around, there's the potential of you getting cut. So what I normally like to do is I will get a wet cloth or a damp cloth, and I would put it on the bottom. And as you see, when I lay it on there, look at that, solid. There's no movement. It grips itself to the wet cloth, and it remains stable. All right. I've also got with me some, as I said, anything that I can find in my refrigerator is what I'm about to use. So I found some plum tomatoes. All right. In this case, yeah, I've got a pint of plum tomatoes. I'm going to use as many of them as I want. Now, you don't necessarily have to use it, but the agreement to myself is that when I'm going to make this pasta dish is whatever it is I find in the refrigerator, that's what I'm about to use. All right, so I'm going to start off with my trusty onion. I'm going to be peeling this. Let me just grab a little container here just so I can put my peel. And I could use my chef knife to peel the onion, but instead I chose to use my little paring knife. It's much better with a paring knife for the simple reason, once again, that you get better control. You get much better control when you use a knife or you use tools that you can manage as opposed to tools that you're not able to manage. Now, mind you, these knives are like, they're just razor sharp. You know, they're razor sharp. And I'm almost certain that I'm probably getting questions behind me on the laptop. Let me just kind of spin around to see what we've got going here. Any questions? So it's a big up a coming. All right, Nalan, big up. Yes, man, I welcome all you guys. Welcome to the channel. Big up on yourself. You know, we're just gonna prepare this, and once I get my my onions peeled, I can just discard of that until I need that container again. And it's gonna be a minute or two just to kind of get this pot up to temperature in order to cook the pasta. You don't want to be putting pasta in cold water. It must be in hot water, boiling, tumbling water. Yes, Mama, and I want to make sure, as my little girl is running around here, let me just turn the handle of this frying pan on the inside.
I like the butter.
What butter do you like, honey?
That butter?
This butter? You can't just eat the butter like that, baby girl. I know you can like it. You want to say hi to everyone? Go. Jump, jump! Ah, there she is. There's my little monkey right there. Say hi. That's my little baby, one of my little granddaughter. You guys have met her before. All right, Mama, you go run around. Do your thing. No, you can't be touching that. You want a piece of butter? People don't just eat butter like that, honey. They eat butter on bread or muffin or something.
I want to eat it on cracker.
You want to eat it? Want me to give you a little bit on the cracker?
I want a little lot.
I could put on one cracker. I could put a little bit.
No,
Okay.
put a little lot.
You don't want? No, I'm not going to give you a lot. How about if I give you 2?
Oh yes, then I snap it together.
You can snap it together. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the idea. I'll allow you to snap it together.
Bottom,
You got that right. Put one on the top, one on the bottom.
stop it.
Can you guys tell she's a handful? She's a handful and a half. All right.
Stop it.
Let me put a little butter on there so you can do your thing. How's that? There you go. Do you want them on both sides or just one?
Both sides.
Both sides. Okay, so you hold on to that one. All right. Here we go. There you go. Go have fun. Put it together. And go have fun. Have fun with it. See you later, Mama. All right, so back to business here. So I've got my, as you can see, a little steam action going on there. All right, I'm going to be putting a little bit of oil in there before we get started. And I'm not going to use the expensive olive oil. Just regular vegetable oil, canola oil is absolutely perfect for this. All right, you don't want anything fancy or anything expensive. This is just to ensure that just maybe about a tablespoon. All right, so once I have that ready, I want to ensure that I get my pan ready here. I'm going to need a can opener for the can of clams that I've got. So I want to start off with both my onions and my garlic. I want to sweat the onions and the garlic. So I've got some garlic here. I'm going to use, oh, this is going to be very much a garlicky dish. So I've got 1, 2, I've got 5, I've got 8. What do you guys think? Eight pieces of garlic? No, you know what? 8 and 2 is 10. I like even number. Higher numbers that are even, like Steven. All right. So I'm gonna be getting my garlic ready as well as my onions. So in doing so, I'm just gonna cut my onion in half, and I'm gonna be dicing my onions. So I just do a straight slit. And one of the things I do when I do cut my onions, in order to dice it, as you see here, this is the little section here that the onions kind of hold on to each other. So all the little folds that are there sticks together and they're glued together by this little part here. So if you were to remove that, everything will fall apart. So I tend to want to leave that on, just so when I'm dicing my onions, I use that as a means of holding the onions together. All right. So I go downwards and then I just go across. All right. And what's going to happen is this is going to create a dice format. All right. So I'm going to cut them up and I'll show you this as soon as I get this all diced up. I can hear in the background a little crying. I think little Malia is probably just waking up from her afternoon nap. Try to get her down anytime between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Try to put her down. All right, I'm just gonna bring this a little closer to you so you can see the little dice. See, we went from slicing it to dicing it. It's got a nice dice there. All right. So I don't think we need the other one. Yeah, we may not need to use the other half. Maybe 1/2 is good enough. But as far as our garlic is concerned, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing with our garlic. Let's turn back here. Jamaica lifestyle. Wagwan Jamaica lifestyle. Big up yourself, Samantha. All right, welcome guys. Welcome to the channel. What are you cooking today? I'm actually cooking, Samantha. I'm preparing a linguini vongole, or a linguini with clam sauce. All right, it's a very simple dish. There's nothing, fantastic about it, but it's something that you can do at home, which is fabulous. It's going to be a tasty dish that both you, your family, everyone's going to enjoy. So I've got my garlic here, and all I'm going to do is I keep my garlic flat on the board, my knife right over the top of the garlic, and I just pound. Give it a pound. And each garlic clove that you pull out, you want to do the same thing. Just give it a little pound. And as you can tell, I've got a whole lot of garlic here because I'm using 10 cloves. I want this dish to be very garlicky. Gonna run enough vampire tonight. So try not to make this dish on a Friday night when you're planning to kiss your partner or kiss too much, or because they're gonna be tasting nothing but lots of garlic. Where's Auntie? Zuri? Zuri? Where's Auntie? All right, so once I get that going, I just want to just chop my garlic. I want to get it the same kind of consistency. Same kind of consistency as I have my onions. All right. Just gonna get a little closer here, just to kind of give you a look. Okay, so there's my garlic all diced, and my onions all diced. All right. So as my water is going, you can tell the water is going for the pasta. I'm just gonna put the pasta in there because it's not gonna take a long time to get done. So let's put some pasta in that water. Hi, Mama. How are you?
You have to be quiet.
Don't mess with that, Zuri, please. Hi, Mama. All right, so let's get some of this pasta. And I say that it's kind of too early to put the pasta in, but for me, it's not too early. All I can do, I can always turn the stove down. All right. So get some pasta.
Eat it. You wanted it.
And we're using linguini today. All right. And what I like to do is I like to break them. I like to break them in half. So break and just release. But when you're releasing it, ensure that you try to do it, you know, one or two at a time. Just kind of release, just to allow them not to. You don't want them to be sticking together. Put a little bit more in there. Hey guys, stop running through the kitchen, please. And break and just drop. And I'm gonna get my tongs and just sort of agitate it a bit, just to kind of get them going. Just getting it going there. A few strands sticking out. I'm just gonna drop those in. All right. And just put this away over here. Then I'm gonna turn my other burner on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this burner down just a little bit, just so, you know, I can get it cooking, but I don't have to get it cooking in a very violent and rough way. It can just take its time. This way I can prepare the sauce. All right. What we got here? Jamaican Queen said, you shouldn't do this meal on a Friday night. You're absolutely right. Not on a Friday night. Friday night is smoochy night, and you're gonna be having lots of. You're gonna have a little garlic mouth going on there.
You dropped your cracker, not all dirty. Stop.
All right. So just because I know I'm going to need these items, I'm going to need this garlic, and I'm going to need the onions. I'm also going to need a little bit of freshly chopped parsley. So I've got some parsley here. I'm going to rip off a little piece, and bring on my board and just give it a little chop. Zuri, you got to stop running through the kitchen, honey. Not good. Parsley going. I'm just going to rough chop the parsley. Okay, ladies. Okay, I'm going to ask you not to come back in the kitchen, okay?
Okay.
Please and thank you, honey. All right, so we're just going to get that all agitated, get it all chopped up. Then I'm going to be just seeing if I get get some butter and olive oil. All right, get some of the butter that my granddaughter has been fussing about that she wants. All right, I'm going to get that, place a big chunk of butter in my pan, as well as some olive oil. You know, and this is the extra virgin olive oil that I paid $19 for the other day. And we talked about that's so darn expensive. Well, that's it right there. All right. So we're just gonna get that Hi, honey. We're just gonna get that going. I'm just gonna move my garlic as well as my onions over to my pan. Ah, you're asking how is Grandpa? She just said, "Hi, Grandpa. How are you?" I said, "I'm doing well, honey." All right. So just my onions and my garlic in the pan. Just gonna hold on to the chopped parsley, and I'm not gonna put that in just yet. But what I am gonna do though is remember I did mention that I've got some tomatoes here. I'm just gonna take the plum tomatoes and I'm just gonna cut them just in half. All right, and just drop in my pan. I'm gonna saute this whole thing. Get it a little tomatoey. Now, naturally, you can make a vongole, and you can actually make it without the tomatoes. It's entirely up to you. I'm just, as I said earlier, I'm utilizing any and everything that I could find in my refrigerator. And in this case, I found some plum tomatoes. Yes, honey. Oh, this is when these two little princesses wants to get my my attention. Hey, I want to welcome Goga to the show. Welcome, brother Goga. It's nice to have you chiming in, supporting the channel, checking out what we got going on here. Nino and Lo. As you can tell, my granddaughters are in the background, but hey, this is a household that is full of action. Either we're cooking or we're doing something. There's something rocking, something going on. So, the fact that my granddaughters are here and they want to play, or I don't mind. But honey, you're gonna have to don't come in the kitchen, okay? Because Rampy's cooking right now.
I want some wings back in.
Okay, how about if I just give you? Why don't you just take the whole thing? This way you don't have to come in. All right, how's that? All right. So yeah, welcome everyone. We appreciate it. All right, check out all my people here. Goga, welcome. My African mother would have chased me out of the kitchen with a sandal. I'm about ready to chase them out of the kitchen, is right, Goga. But these kitties, man, they're just so loving. They keep coming in. They keep wanting to get some Grand-P time. Honey, what are you doing in that kitchen cupboard again? I just gave your cousin the container with all the cookies. She wants a different type of cookies. Oh my goodness. She wants it, but that's half the fun right there. Okay, you guys cannot come in the kitchen anymore, ladies. Please. You guys are not listening. All right. Yeah, man, anytime. Welcome to the channel. So right now, I've got that all going. Now, one of the things that I need, one of the interesting things, I've got a couple chili peppers here. And I did mention earlier, for those of you that did not hear what was said earlier, as I'm utilizing whatever it is I have in my kitchen today to make this pasta dish. Okay? And in this case, I've got some chili peppers. I'm just going to cut that up. So it's going to get a bit of a heat. We're going to get some heat rocking here. This pasta is going to have a bit of a sharpness in terms of the heat. So I'm just going to put some of that in there. All right. Now my pasta is also on its way. And yep, we've got maybe another 5 minutes to go with this pasta. I'm going to turn my burner down under my my vongole sauce. And as you can tell, I'm kind of spinning and twirling and just trying to get everything in order, because this dish, believe it or not, is a very fast dish. Things happen very quickly. So if you're preparing dinner for your family, you get home late, you can make a linguini vongole or a linguini with clam sauce in probably about 15 or 20 minutes. All right? And one of the things that's really good about this is the brine in which these baby clams are sitting in the can. Normally you take this, okay, and one of the first things that you'd want to do is you'd want to drain off a lot of this brine or liquid that's in here. Well, I'm not going to do that. And the reason I'm not going to do that is I want the brine and the liquid to be part of my dish. I want it to add to the saltiness, to the texture of my dish. So I'm just going to open the full can. I'm just going to pour her in. Okay? I just pour it in there. And I'm just going to allow this to kind of get to know each other, get to talk to each other, as I strongly believe in flavors, talking and communicating with each other, just like people. the more we talk to each other, the more we communicate, is the more understanding we have of each other. Same principle goes for food. If the dish is talking to each other, all the flavors are there, the flavor profile is being built, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the love that's in cooking. All right? We get love in cooking. We get love in eating the food. And somebody asked me earlier as I was on the live, if, no, we're talking, brother, who was Brother Red. Brother Red asked me earlier as I was on his show, are you the kind of chef that, when you're in the kitchen, you're tasting? And I said, no, I don't really taste when I'm in the kitchen unless I'm just tasting the food for flavor. But what I do is I eat a lot of the food that I cook simply because I eat it visually. So anything that I prepare, anything that I eat, I'm preparing it visually, and I'm of the understanding that, you eat your food with your eyes. It's the first thing you do. All right, keep running, okay. Welcome, Chantel Hall. Welcome, Yum Yum. Give a double tap onto the screen. Thank you, brother. Thanks for talking to our audience here. Getting eat. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Eating the food visually is an absolutely big thing. It's an absolutely big thing. So we get that going. I've also got that going. Okay, I've got a bottle of wine here. In this case, I've got some Riesling. I'm just going to put a little bit of wine in there. Because let me tell you something. That wine just kicks it up to another level. Kicks that dish up to another level. Get that going. Like I said, everything happened very quickly here. But one of the things I don't want to do is I don't want to overcook my pasta. All right, so I want to go back and check it every so often. Maybe grab a strand or two. All right. And you always hear people say that you want to make sure you cook the pasta al dente. So you want it to kind of kick back a little bit at you. Let me just try this, see. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, that is very flavorful. A little bit of, and I get a little bit of black pepper in there. And also a little bit of pesto. I've got some pesto here. All right, which is a garlic, rosemary, garlic, basil, as well as pine nuts. I'm just gonna put a healthy little spoonful in there. And I think my pasta is just about ready. So let me just turn this burner down ever so slightly. And I'm just gonna grab my, where's my trusty, get my colander ready. So this way I can just drain off my pasta. As the pasta is ready, we'll just drain all the liquid off that. So you got Noblest Nightshade said, hope everyone is having a great day. What's cooking? We're cooking some pasta with clam sauce, or pasta vongole. In this case, we're using linguini as the pasta. And Goga is saying I can smell. Hey Goga, if we had smell-o-vision, you rest assured you can smell this dish. You can smell all that aroma, all that buildup of flavor. All right. So I'm just gonna strain off my pasta because I do.
Playing on Apple Music.
I do believe this is ready. We'll just give it one more try. Because again, we want to ensure our pasta is al dente. Pasta is al dente. I think what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to put a little bit of, I got some fresh thyme leaves here. I'm just going to put just a little sprinkle in there. Just adds to the flavor.
I want to grab it.
We're building the flavor profile here, guys. All right, and I'm just going to strain off my pasta. As that's all ready, just dump it in there. All right. So worst case, and you're looking for a little bit more liquid, you can always use a little bit of the water from the pasta to kind of add a little bit of body to that. But I think I'm all set here. I'm just gonna, my pasta's all drained off. I just put it in the pan.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
I got some pasta here. I got some linguini vongole.
Live is happening.
Welcome.
How can somebody sleep with these smells happening?
And I'm gonna be putting, last but not least, I've got some chopped parsley here. Just gonna put some chopped parsley in there. That's the last item. And once I get my chopped parsley,
That looks good.
isn't that lovely?
That looks
That
good.
is absolutely delightful.
Live Aquan. Hello, Chantel. Both
Yes,
are
ma'am.
here. Novius is here. You mean I've been sleeping through all of this? Wagwan Jamaica Queen.
All right, so we've got a little bit of everything here. So you guys can tell there's just a whole bunch of excitement going on here with the grandkids. Now Lo's in the shot. Lo's just woke up from her slumber.
Journey of my life is here. She's
Yes,
saying
ma'am.
hello to everybody.
So look what we got there, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Let me just bring that a little closer to you. That is my pasta vongole.
No pushing.
All right.
No pushing.
But I tell you something.
No pushing.
Last but definitely not least, one of the things that I need to add to my dish. Watch out, guys.
Okay. No pushing. No pushing. Oh my God, guys, the kitchen's a mess.
One of the last things that I have here, guys, I got a little block, and I'm a real snob when it comes to stuff like Parmesan cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano. I like to use a brick of cheese as opposed to getting it shredded or getting the powder.
Come on, more cheese.
I'm not about the powder thing, so
More
I like to
cheese.
get a block
More,
of Reggiano and just grate it. She's crying for more,
More
cheese.
Parmigiano Reggiano.
Parmigiano Reggiano.
Wow, you got your dish to
Listen,
plate.
I got everything set up.
Guys, the food is amazing, but the mess and the noise, Lord have mercy.
So I've got my my Parmigiano Reggiano there, and I just gotta
Chantel.
give it a little stir.
Chantel,
Oh,
it
shit.
smells amazing. That's what woke me up. My hungry belly got woken up by the smell.
So I'm all set. My dish is all ready to go. And as I say, you can tell simply by the fact that, you know, I can get this dish ready in about 15 or 20 minutes. So you get home late from work, you can jump on, get your dish in place. And I got motivated again by a gentleman I was chatting with on Red's this morning.
Red's room.
Red's room. And he was talking about that he's going to go make spaghetti with bison. And I thought, you know what?
Bison.
I'd love to make a spaghetti dish, but I'm going to just go in my refrigerator and anything that I can find, I could find. I went into my refrigerator, I went in the cupboard, and discovered a can of baby clams.
Baby clam.
And that's what we've created here. It's a dish made with baby clams. The dish is called linguini vongole, or linguini with clam sauce. Any way you can spin it. You can actually add to this a little bit of 35% cream and create a bit of a creamy texture. I decided to make it more natural.
Okay, is it
And
done?
keep it, oh, it's all done.
Okay.
And make it more natural. And that's my daughter, by the way. I've taught her how to cook. And she's a good cook. A matter of fact, I'm going to say for probably the past 5 or 6 years, she's taken over all the cooking for Thanksgiving, for Christmas dinner. She does it all.
She didn't learn from me, that's for
She
sure.
didn't learn from no. Because all Lo knows how to do is to turn the kettle on.
That's
And
not
she's-
true, but
So let me just plate this. And
look
so,
at this.
This I can smell this downstairs.
I
do
know.
you mind if I
Oh.
plate before you do anything?
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Hungry belly.
I've got a big little serving dish here.
Novius is laughing at you.
I got a serving dish here we can use for as a communal dish. All right, once we get that all finished. But why don't I just plate something and let you have it?
I
Yes.
want a little
Oh,
bit.
you want a little bit? All right, let me get you out of the kitchen then. How's that? Let me give my daughter a little something.
Noodles.
All right,
The excitement over some noodles, guys.
just simple noodles. Do you want some cheese on it? Extra cheese?
No, he didn't eat anything yet. He just waking up.
Little extra cheese?
Yeah, but when I'm gone, nobody's gonna even.
There you go, Mama.
No, I want more cheese.
You want more
Yeah,
cheese?
cheese.
Wow.
Like cheese me. Cheese me.
Cheese you. There you go.
More.
Ah, get out of here. No more cheese for you.
I want
Don't show your plate.
No, you know, like what's his name? The guy in that show that says, no soup for you,
Yes.
no cheese for you.
That's the soup Nazi.
The soup Nazi. All right, let me plate this dish now.
No, buddy.
Look at that.
No, buddy. No.
Look at that. Beautiful. I smelt it from all the way downstairs. Beautiful.
Bluebird said yes.
All right.
Cheese it up. Cheese it up.
All right, so
I
let
think I need
me.
more cheese.
I don't
More
think I need
cheese
any
is
more
set.
cheese. Let's just plate this because I've got all the grandkids just making a lot of noise, a lot of wailing noise.
What do you want, baby?
All right, I'm just gonna plate it up so we can enjoy a little taste of this.
Ooh, baby, that looks
Look at
good.
that. All right, so
And as you
Let's
see,
get
I'm
that.
just jump right into cleanup mode.
let's get that. That's too much cheese for you,
No, it's
young
not.
lady. Oh my goodness.
There's a cheese
Can you-
battle happening.
Can you have? Are you gonna have a little bit of pasta with your cheese? That
cheese,
seems to be what you're
cheese
doing.
war. Jamaica Queen says even the babies want some.
Everybody want. Look at that.
Chantel says, why are you punishing us with that phenomenal food?
Well, that's what we do over here at Nino and Lo. That's what we do. I'm gonna put a little bit of freshly ground black pepper on there.
You can't have your cheese.
That's it. And now, there we go. That's what we got there, guys. A nice little pasta dish. Can be ready in 15 or 20 minutes. Look at the camera behind you there, baby. See any comments? All right. And I've got whatever I've got left here. What I've got left here,
Yum.
I've got a little community.
Chantel says you need to make some garlic and cheese bread.
Oh,
for the
absolutely.
women.
Now, you know what would be great with this, Chantel? I'll tell you what would be fantastic with this. Some bruschetta. Imagine that.
Now,
Summer
notice
months. when
Night
it's-
Shade is saying we can't wait till AI figures out a way that they can digitally be sent some
Oh,
of
I'm
that
telling
nice
you.
food.
Look at that. Look at that. So put that in the sink. And there we are. That's our community dish for later on. And when the rest of the children get home, they can have a little snacky.
Already here.
All right.
Everybody's right here.
Everybody's right here. And this is mine. This is my stuff right here. Let me just.
Zuri said she made good pasta.
You want who makes good pasta, Zuri?
Chantel
Grandpa?
says yes, the bruschetta sounds good. Bruschetta sounds great.
All right, where is this?
What are you looking
Yes,
for?
honey, a fork.
Grandpa!
I need a fork so I can eat my pasta.
Let them know you have a bruschetta video.
Yeah.
Grandpa. I love the
All right.
noodles that you make.
You like the noodles Grandpa
You can
makes?
adjust your camera a little bit so they're not staring at the dirty stovetop.
Well, let me just hold on. All right, here we go.
There you go.
So I have my producer director, Lo, in here, that's telling me that I need to adjust the camera. All right, while I do my taste test. So
That's right. If you want to do
So
that,
I've
you
got
gotta
my
do it all,
dish-
baby.
So here we go. Just a little twirl, and let me tell you guys, I can already tell you how good this is gonna taste. Simply because I prepared it, and I'm a visual creature.
Nobius is going crazy over there. Goga says, Nino, the traffic to your calm in the quiet kitchen after the food was ready. Goga's fascinated. that you can stay
My
calm.
goodness. Oh my, this is absolutely delicious. To
Let
think
Goga
that
know that this is normal over here.
it's normal in this house. And to think that I have not made a vongole dish for a lot of years.
Vongole.
And I still got
You
it.
need some pasta?
Some pasta and cheese.
It's not just called pasta and cheese. It's called linguini vongole.
Okay.
Right?
How many people in the chat have ever had linguini vongole?
In other words, linguini with clam sauce. Put a little twist to it. Put some cherry tomatoes, and guys, let me tell you, absolutely delicious. I wish you guys were all here to share this with me.
And this dish tastes so much better when it's homegrown tomatoes.
Once again, Nino, you did it. Did a phenomenal job.
Goga
And I
saying
just
fancy
really,
Italian restaurant stuff. Can I taste?
I really, really enjoyed it. This is good. It's a great dish.
Let me
Fantastic
taste.
dish.
Okay, let's
Simple,
taste.
to the point,
Ooh,
delicious.
it smells so good.
The smell, it's creamy, and there's no, imagine, it's creamy and there's no cream in there.
It's
Isn't that
very
something else?
creamy,
And there's no cream in there.
cheesy.
So the creaminess that you're getting is from the butter, and it's from the cheese, the Parmesan cheese. Now, I cannot express to you the world of difference that a piece of Parmesan cheese makes as opposed to, where's the other block? A piece of Parmesan cheese makes as opposed to using that conventional powder-like cheese. Now, I've got my little grater here. I've got my Parmesan cheese. I've also got a block, another piece of the block here, our Parmesan. And to make matters even better,
Nobody's is saying great job.
I've got a backup.
Reds is back.
I've got a
Reds
backup.
is back.
So I've got a whole lot of cheese in this house. There's certain things that...
Goga says, Lo is a mess. Goga, I just woke up, my brother. I was sleeping after my night shift and I have to work again tonight. And the smells were so good. Yes, I'm a mess, but at least I'm cleaning up the kitchen, Goga. Okay.
Now,
I'm here. I'm supporting. I'm
we
supporting
appreciate
the
it.
dish.
She comes out and supports. And, we do appreciate... Oh, look at this. Even my little granddaughter, the baby, just a year and a half, going on 2 years, she's just eating up that pasta. My grandkids just love it. It's a fantastic dish.
Bedroom says, don't cheese me off.
I like that one. Don't cheese me off. So I did what I was gonna do. Came into the kitchen.
Nino squad, Lo,
I
how
convey-
is it? Chantel, me said good.
I did a little bit of an inventory check to see what I have. Made a decision at that point what I was gonna do, and I made a pasta dish.
Listen,
So what did you think of the pasta dish, Zuri? Was it good?
I had did that
Yeah?
same inventory check in the
It
fridge
was come and tell.
to take
come
stock
and tell
of what
everyone.
ingredients was in the fridge. You know what I would have done? Ordered takeout because I would say there's nothing here to eat.
Look. You tell them how the pasta tastes. How was it?
Delicious.
It was what?
Delicious.
It was delicious. So you enjoyed it? I'm glad you enjoyed it, honey. I did it all for you. So they do enjoy my cooking.
Yes.
And like I said, Jessica, my daughter,
Nino, the master
she has
chef.
taken over from me. I've trained her well. Because funny enough, though, all the years that I thought that I was cooking and Jessica wasn't paying attention, she was actually paying attention.
Oh yeah.
She was paying attention. You know who wasn't paying attention? She wasn't paying attention at all because she's
Okay, Goga says
she doesn't
the
do as well
way-
cooking.
The way I was eating the pasta, I was a mess. But the pasta
Yes.
is so good, Goga. I'm telling you, the pasta good. I have to show you guys this.
So I like
Look at these two.
just flip the camera, babe.
How?
You flip the camera on you?
Maybe just take it out. You have to show them.
All right. So look at the grandkids. They just
It's chaos.
say hi. Say hi, Mama.
Jessica came
Say
all
hi.
the way from downstairs.
How are
because
you?
Jessica, Goga said you came all the way from downstairs with your bowl. Show them the bowl. The bowl is now empty, guys.
That's how we have fun here, guys. We just have a good time.
Adorable.
Red's Room, man, I tell you, thank you so much for your support. Thank you guys for all that you do.
Chantel
Let's keep supporting as a community, build as a community.
Chantel says my son likes to cook with me in the kitchen, but my daughter gets very impatient and doesn't like to take directions. That sounds like me, Chantel.
Big up, Gina. We appreciate you guys. We still got, like I said, I've got the community bowl here of pasta. And funny enough that I will cook these dishes, but I won't always eat them because everybody else will eat. I eat when I'm preparing the dish, and I can taste it with my
Chantel,
eyes.
say bye.
I
Have a
can
great
tell
evening.
all what it tastes like, and
Say bye to Chantel.
bye, Chantel.
Chantel says
Thanks for
have a
stopping
great
by.
evening.
Thank all you guys for your support. It's been amazing. It's been lovely. Thank you.
I cannot. I
Thank you.
cannot.
And we want to say one love. Big up on yourself. Keep supporting, and we'll see you guys on the next episode or the next live. But check out my videos though. I've got a new stew chicken video with some provision up right now. And a matter of fact, I'll give you one better. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be
You're cooking
I'm
tomorrow?
gonna be frying some fish tomorrow.
Are we? Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. But
On what? Okay.
tomorrow's
I'm bringing my
Wednesday.
fish over.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
I don't know if that's happening tomorrow, man.
Tomorrow or Thursday. Let's do it Thursday. No,
Gina
Thursday.
says that she doesn't always eat what she cooks either.
We'll do this on Thursday because Good Fridays is gonna be on Friday, obviously. So
Right.
we're gonna be doing the fish on Thursday. We're gonna be frying some fish, escabeche, like a Jamaican style, like a fish on turn. There you go, some catfish. Catfish will do you good.
Guys,
All right.
forgive him if he's not keeping up with the chat. Honestly, where's your glasses? He's not seeing what y'all are saying.
Sorry guys, I can't see. I'm just. What's wrong with you two? Can we send you two in the backyard to run around? Huh? Can we send you guys outside to run around?
So Thursday is fried fish.
No pushing.
So
no pushing
Thursday,
on-
I think Thursday's a better
Thursday's
day for
a better
fried
day,
fish,
yeah.
guys. So everybody give him a thumbs up. He did a good job.
Thank you guys.
He's trying to go solo.
Before I go, and again, this is just my second time doing live by myself. Before I go, guys, I'm going to tell you and remind you, give me those thumbs up. All right, tap the screen twice for those thumbs up and show me some love. Throw some hearts at me. I love hearts. I'm seeing 35 people here watching the live, but I don't see that many thumbs up. Just show me some love, please. I need that love. Show me some love. Appreciate you guys. You guys are wonderful. Thanks for supporting. And we will see you guys
Next
on
time.
the next one. All right? Peace out. Enough love.
You trying to end your life, or you just gonna give
Oh,
him
I
your
gotta
back?
end my life
You're
over
gonna
here?
You're gonna end your back. You're gonna give him your back. You're gonna end the life.